once you understand what really happens the day you turn 59 and a half. Many of you will realize you've already earned the right to stop working immediately. If you're between 57 and 62, and you're still planning to grind until 65, just because that's the social norm, this video is going to change your plan forever. There's a quiet moment that shows up for a lot of people in this age group. You open your 401k or IRA statement, you look at the balance. And for the very first time, the question in your head shifts. It's no longer, do I have enough? It becomes, why am I still working this hard? And do I actually need to? Most people keep working because no one explained how the rules change at 59 and a half. Before this age, your retirement accounts are like locked boxes. You can see the money, but you can't touch it without a fight. If you reach for it early, the IRS takes their cut through a 10% penalty. It's a steep price to pay for access to your own hard-earned savings. But the day you hit 59 and a half, that penalty vanishes into thin air. The master key to your accounts is finally in your hands. Time is no longer your enemy. It becomes your greatest asset. You are now standing at the doorway to a completely different lifestyle. Let's walk through that door and see what's actually possible. We are going to unpack 3 big ideas today. First, why the 4% rule is actually a pessimist's map. Second, the real drivers that determine your spending. And third, a flexible strategy that lets you start higher. Stick with me, because a little flexibility can cut your needed savings by over $100,000. Back in the 90s, Bill Benjen asked a very specific question. He looked at the worst possible times in history. He wanted to find the absolute safest starting point for a 30-year retirement. That number came out to be a little over 4%. But remember, it was built for the unluckiest person in the data. It assumed you would never adjust your spending, no matter what happened. Today, with better data, that worst-case number is actually 4.7%. Benjen himself says many retirees can realistically start closer to 5 or 6. So why are we treating a conservative floor like a ceiling? A diversified portfolio today is stronger than it was 30 years ago. We don't have to be afraid of the math anymore. The master key is finally in your hands to unlock your wealth. It's time to rewrite your personal playbook for freedom. Look beyond the old limits of traditional corporate finance. Let's talk about the risk that no one mentions in their office. The risk of living your life too cautiously. Missing the best, healthiest years of your life. Finding the perfect balance between your math and your memories. It's time to leave the just one more year trap behind for good. Nobody wants to be 85 years old with no money left. That fear is what keeps people working much longer than they need to. But the real risk in today's world is underspending your wealth. Spending your healthiest years sitting in a cold office cubicle. These are your go-go years, the most vibrant time of your life. These are years you can never ever buy back later. Imagine dying with a massive bank balance and deep regrets. Realizing you could have traveled more while your body was able. Real research shows that your spending naturally slows down as you age. You spend more when you are energetic, mobile, and full of life. You need your money the most while you can actually enjoy it. The goal isn't just to accumulate a pile of gold for the sake of it. It's to make your money last while using it to buy back your freedom. To buy back your life while you're still young enough to explore. If you had to choose between more gold or more healthy hours, most of us would choose more time every single time. While our bodies and minds are still capable of great adventure. Don't look back with regret when you are 75 or 80. Step into your freedom while the sun is still shining on you. You can enjoy your wealth and grow it at the exact same time. This is what true timeless frugality looks like in action. It's about financial efficiency, not about deprivation or lack. Are you ready to press the button on your brand new life? Let's look at the 6 levers that make this transition possible. Number 1, your time horizon and how long you plan to live. A 75-year-old shouldn't use the same rule as a 60-year-old. The longer you plan, the more careful you need to be at the start. Number 2, sequence of returns, risk, and market timing. Bad markets in the first few years are the only real danger. But if the market starts strong, your plan becomes unbreakable. Number 3, inflation, the silent thief of your purchasing power. It squeezes you, but a smart plan accounts for rising prices. Number 4, your asset allocation and portfolio mix. A mix of 30 to 50% stocks is the true sweet spot. Number 5, flexibility, which is your ultimate retirement superpower. If you can skip a raise when the market is ugly, you win. Your safe starting rate jumps from 4 to over 5%. Number 6, friction, which includes fees and taxes. Cutting a 1% fee can save you a fortune over 30 years. Efficient tax planning means pulling out less from your accounts. Don't let unnecessary costs steal your retirement joy today. When these levers are set correctly, the math works for you. Confidence comes from seeing a high probability of success. This is about building a personal plan, not just a portfolio. It's about understanding the why behind every single number. We plan for the healthcare gap before Medicare finally kicks in. We layer in your guaranteed income as a solid, permanent floor. And we optimize every single dollar for your maximum freedom. You stay invested, calm, and focused on the long-term horizon. It's time to stop worrying and start actually planning. You are crossing over from uncertainty into total clarity. To make this flexibility feel safe, we use the 3-bucket strategy. Bucket 1 is your cash and your short-term safety net. It covers 1 to 3 years of your basic living expenses. This is your sleep-at-night money, protected from market swings. Bucket 2 is for your intermediate-term income needs. It uses bonds to refill your cash bucket over the years. Bucket 3 is your engine for long-term growth and wealth. You don't touch these stocks for at least a decade or more. Combining these buckets with simple guardrails is the key. It gives you permission to live a great life right now. The 4% rule is just a pessimist's old script. But your life doesn't have to be built on a foundation of fear. When you merge smart math with a clear personal vision, The impossible suddenly becomes your brand new reality. Clarity is what finally turns that old fear into total freedom. You stop guessing about the future and you start actually living. You realize you already have more than enough to be free. You spend time where it matters most, with your family and friends. You explore the world while you still have the energy to hike. This is the heart of everything we teach here at our channel. Using your resources to buy back your precious, limited time. Don't wait until you are too old to enjoy the beautiful view. The best time to take control of your destiny is right now. Let go of the corporate grind and those endless, boring meetings. Discover the hobbies and passions you put on hold for years. Savor every single moment of the life you've worked so hard for. You can always make more money, but you can never buy back yesterday. I'm Wes, and I want you to be free. Use the math. Buy back your life. I'll see you in the next video.